Welcome everyone to another episode of the Midcore Gamecast. I am your host, Kevin Alvarez.
And I am your host, co-host, extra person, whatever, Jesse Lopez.
He's my Luigi to my Mario.
No.
What have you been up to, Jesse? It's been a long time since I talked to you.
Has it been? It's been 15 days.
A whole week.
Yeah. A whole week in our personal lives and 15 days, 2 weeks in the podcast life.
Well, let's just say that I wish we were closer, but maybe we need to evolve our relationship a little bit closer. Speaking of evolve, let's talk about the evolve situation.
Oh, God. That was bad.
I'm not filing that one. That was gold, and it is awesome. It was a good segue, all right? It was a good segue.
I will file that under trying too hard.
Anyways, let's talk about this evolve situation. Now, Jesse, have you played Evolve?
Yes.
Do you want to buy Evolve?
Maybe, but not really fast.
Do you want somebody to play with you to play Evolve?
Why? Is that your cue is saying that?
Because I get the impression that you want me to get the game so I can play with you and we can both play Evolve. And now, am I misreading the situation? Or is that what you're trying to do?
I have a friend already that wants to play Evolve.
But why though? It's because you guys need a full team? That's why you're looking for more people to play as?
That is a 10-4, good sir. A
Alright.
big old 10-4.
Alright, how about this? How many times have I asked you to buy a game so you can play with me?
Are you really going to do this on the podcast?
We're doing it on the podcast.
Well,
because ladies and gentlemen, I have several games throughout the years that were multiplayer. And I would tell Jesse, hey, get on this stuff. It's a pretty good game. You know, he would say to me, nah, I'm good. You know, it's not my type of game.
well, then that's all you have to say, you jerk. You don't have to bring on the podcast, you
calling you out, sir. I am calling you out of all your years of poopy cocky.
I don't know if that's a curse or not.
No, it's not, because Stewie used it on Family Guy, remember? Poppycock or something.
You can even say it right
like,
the first time.
I'm writing profanity on the walls. Water soluble. Damn!
Well, you don't have to get the game then. I wouldn't play a game that I won't like. If you don't like it, you don't have to buy it. Jesus.
Well, I do want to get it, but I want to get it when it's cheaper price.
No. You don't even want to get it no more because you're calling me out and stuff. Get out of town.
Just like I got you a beta key for Heroes of the Storm, you still haven't played it.
You didn't give me the beta key. I got my own beta key.
But I offered once I got mine.
At the same time I got mine. Anyway.
But seriously, you should play Heroes of the Storm. It's a really fun game. And since it's in beta right now, you'll get a heads up before. You'll have Heroes before it officially comes out. So you'll have an advantage when the game officially launches.
Advantage towards people that are poor.
Mm-hmm.
And the rich people would have advantage over you.
Yeah, but the poor people are like 90% of the people that play the game.
That's effed up. Oh well.
Well, that was the Evolve situation. We will move on to our next topic, which is let's talk about the GameStop retro exchange plan. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, would you like to buy some Aftershake? I am Aftershake.
Speaking of Aftershake,
that's good enough. Yeah, Aftershake is the one.
Anyways, let's talk about this whole GameStop retro situation. Just sorry to cut you off, but you made no sense. Anyways,
I love Aftershake.
GameStop is launching a new program in select states where you can turn in your old school retro gaming consoles and video games for, obviously a very small trading credit, because they want to open up a retro section at certain GameStops and maybe in an online store where you could buy old N64s that are refurbished and what's it called when you fix them? Repurposed, I guess?
Refurbished, yeah.
Whatever, they're going to refurbish them so they can work. The N64s, Super Nintendos, GameCubes, PlayStations, whatever, right? So you can they're gonna start opening a retro store. They haven't said it whether or not if it's gonna be part of regular GameStop's locations or if it's gonna be an online store where you can buy old retro equipment and old retro games at most likely at a very high price.
Yeah. It
Just
sounds
like they
like,
did with Xenoblades.
but that's
Where
the
you gotta
only.
buy it with $80 for the Wii.
That's like the only reason like the mom and pop shops are still alive because they can do that, and now GameStop is gonna do that. I don't know.
On IGN, they had mentioned that in a podcast. A lot of mom and pop stores offer that service, and then often it's actually really popular and valuable for those mom and pop stores to do that, because some people just want to buy nostalgia and want to buy the old consoles and play them again.
Yeah, and so if GameStop does that, it's like having Walmart do something that like a little bitty shop did it before, and they sell it cheaper by like a few dollars, and they're out of business.
And I think since the video game industry is still relatively young, a lot of people had to trade in their old consoles and games to get the new ones, because often your parents wouldn't buy you like a straight up new console right away.
Do I have to show you my collection? Nah,
No, but I'm just saying in general.
yeah,
Like
I know.
Colin Moriarty from Game Over Greggy's show, their podcast, he had mentioned that in order for him to get his first PlayStation 1, it was very hard to convince his parents to buy it. So what he had to do was trade in all his N64 and N64 games to be able to buy the PlayStation. I'm not N64, Super Nintendo. He had to trade in his Super Nintendo and all his Super Nintendo games to buy a PlayStation, which he regrets now because he ended up buying back a lot of the stuff he had in his collection.
Yeah. So he's not. He's the poor guy. Unlike that Greg Miller.
I know, getting everything he wants. No, just kidding. No, he's a good guy. Anyways, no, but I'm saying like I remember when we were younger too, and we didn't have money. I don't know about you, but I know I didn't have money, and we'd have to trade in our stuff so we can get upgrade to the next console.
Says the person that was selling candy at a rapid rate every day.
Hey, that was at a certain point at school. How many game systems were in high school? Only one. So
Either or, you bought a bunch of games, didn't you?
yes, I did. Anyways, but in order to transfer from system to system, you got to sell your stuff. And so now that we're adults, we don't need to trade in crap.
Even though you still do it.
Yeah, 'cause, I don't know. The 360 doesn't hold that much value, in my opinion. Especially when they're HD remaking most of the games on it.
Just weird as hell. But yeah. It's happening at a rapid rate since they did that with Lara Croft, DMC,
Uncharted.
and many others. That's not 360, where we're talking about the 360. Uncharted is a PlayStation game. Don't do it. Anyway, there's just.
What do you think? Do you think this is a good practice for GameStop to go through? Is this a good strategy for them to develop?
I don't know. They could try it if they want. I don't think it's gonna be a hit because, well, to tell you the truth, I think most people that go to GameStops are the people that just know what they want, and the mom and pops that, like, not the mom and pops. I mean, like the mom and dads of children that just buy the latest and greatest thing.
Right.
They're not gonna even pay attention to that section, and maybe, you know what? Maybe they'll be like, "Oh, look, an Atari. I remember in those good old days when I was a young lad and I used to play in my Atari 2600. Why don't I just buy this and rage against the bloody machine for my son, and then he go on our merry way."
What the are you talking about?
I hate you so much.
Anyways, I feel like, what is your perception of when we were younger? Because I feel like parents wouldn't buy you everything you wanted in the beginning, like in the earlier stages of our generation. But I'm seeing this newer generation come up, and I feel like parents just buy anything that they want, really, if they can, obviously.
I feel
But
that.
like I hear if kids enough, most of the time they get what they want.
I hear that. That back then in the day, their parents were more conscientious over the ESRB rating, and now I don't know. They don't really seem to pay attention to it no more. I guess there seem to be like more. I don't know. Like they don't care.
But do you feel that? Do you feel that? I feel like there's a shift in buying parents, because even parents will buy kids iPhones now.
Because
and those aren't cheap either.
I think these parents were like told not, you can't have this game when you were younger, and they're like, I don't want to be that kind of a parent to my son or daughter, so I would buy that game for my son or daughter because my parents did it.
That's true, because our generation is the ones that are raising the new generation, and our generation knew the hardships of being able to get games. because it's not a cheap hobby either way. However you select it,
Slice that bread.
slice that bread.
Either way, I myself would still not buy my child an M-rated game, even though they want it and they're 10 or up to 13 years old. Probably after that, maybe.
That's why I told my girlfriend that I'm not willing to buy them R-rated games if they're
M
not of age, even though
M.
I played several M-rated games
Yeah.
in my time because my parents were not conscious, or not really conscious, but they weren't aware
They were
of
dead.
certain ratings on certain games.
They were in a coma.
They were just knocked out.
Yeah. No, yeah. See, because we know it was bad, but I feel that we were more understanding of like this is a game and it should not be taken out of the context of the game and taken to school and do what happens in the game in school. But you can never. We'll just see how our kids grow up.
And also, so I heard on another podcast, someone brought up a good point that an M-rated game before isn't the same M-rated game it is now. Like now, it's way more violent and way more graphical than Red Pixels back in the day.
Well, it's much more realistic. That's for sure.
Yeah, and there's torture scenes now. When before, even the Metal Gear Solid 1 torture scene wasn't really that much of a torture. It just looked like you just strapped to a wall.
Oh no! I hope he gets away.
I hope he can get his pixelated ass out of the way.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Do you feel? I don't feel like M-rated games in our past were as bad as they are now.
That said, if you were young at this time, would you still play them even though your parents weren't conscientious about the graphical content in the game?
Well, that's what I call the Pokemon complex, where
What?
I call it the Pokemon complex. Let me explain.
All right.
Okay, we have Call of Duty, right?
Okay.
A big fan base of Call of Duty are kids under the age of 17. A big fan base of that.
Which is terrible.
It is an M-rated game.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of Pokemon games, which are aimed at younger audiences, a big size of the fandom are people over 17.
That's well, yeah, I can see that. But it's because
So I guess it depends on the context and how we're, categorizing and using these games. Because I mean, in my opinion, I don't think Call of Duty is that violent compared to something like Grand Theft Auto, in my opinion.
What are you talking about? What about that scene that they made it on purpose to create controversy when you had I forgot
The
the name.
airport scene?
Yeah,
The No Speak Russian?
There you go.
That scene was super tame. I've thought of shooting up people in an airplane in my dreams. It's not that bad.
Oh my god. Don't listen
And
to
also
this,
for our
guys.
non-Spanish speaking listeners, I have a quick tip for you. Did you know that bread is pan in Spanish?
What? All this time I was saying tread.
Anyways, when I have children, I guess I'll have to decide then how I want to approach that topic. But even then, they'll still be very young and they won't know about those games until way later. And once they go to pretty much middle school, high school, that's usually around the range that we knew about those type of games.
And we would buy them.
A lot of people would even say that Final Fantasy had some very dark and mature themes to them.
But half the time we're not reading the text and we're just passing through it so we can get to the next.
What are you talking about?
No.
The entire time you had to read the text, otherwise you would have no idea what the is going on.
Oh god. No, that's not Xenos. That's Xenosaga.
Okay, well, I guess we'll visit this topic in 10 years when we have children.
All right, so it's
And we're still podcasting.
it's a deal. We'll still be podcasting. We're still
and
MK.
making millions on it.
Millions, billions of
Millions
dollars.
of dollars.
We're just
Yeah.
rolling around. We're gonna have a professional studio and yeah. So yeah, a GameStop retro section. Do it, try it, and see how it works. I don't really care. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't mind buying an old GameCube and buying like games that are not being released on the Wii U, because you know how the Wii U has a virtual console.
Oh yeah, that too.
Because I don't know, Nintendo said they were gonna do GameCube games onto the Wii U, but they haven't done anything. So I wouldn't mind buying a GameCube and playing games like Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. I never got to play that, or whatever it's called.
The one for the GameCube.
Yeah, the one for the GameCube. I don't remember what the name of it.
Well,
'Cause I know, there's one on the Wii, right? Called Radiant Dawn or Path of Sorrow. I don't know. But I'm saying that's an example where it would interest me. But let's say they're selling a GameCube for $200. I wouldn't pay that much money for an old school system.
no, I wouldn't either, cause that's just way too much money.
Yeah. Well, speaking of GameStop, you know what they saw at GameStop? New games. Let's talk about the new games of April 2015. We'll be back after these messages.
Shaving cream. Nah.
And speaking of new games, here are April 2015's new games list. I'll be reading this list to let you, the readers, I'm not readers, the listeners, about the new games coming out on April. Okay, let's see. Let's go through this list, and I'm going to tell you that Bastion is coming out for the first time on the PS4 on April 7th. So if you're hearing this, it's already out. Um, Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin Edition is out on all consoles today, on also new and last gen consoles. So you can enjoy that. It's the Dark Souls 2 game with all the DLC. But I think this is the first time that it is on the new gen consoles. Well, not really new gen, but you know what I mean. The current gen, PS4 and Xbox One.
Oh.
Etrian Odyssey. Not Etrian Odyssey. Etrian Mystery Dungeon for the 3DS. Another Etrian Odyssey game. April 7th comes out. So by the time you're listening to this, it should be already out. Pokemon Rumble World. It's a free-to-play game coming out April 8th.
Terrible.
It's kind of like a little toy game. If you played the other Pokemon Rumble games, it's very similar to that. You play as toy versions of your Pokemon and just pretty much push each other off a circle. If I am to be correct, but I have never played that game, so I could be wrong. So let us know in the comments. You can reach us at Midcore Gamecast on Twitter. I Am Bread is a PC game on April 9th. I really recommend this game. You are a piece of bread trying to save the world.
Is this where the whole pan in Spanish is bread in English? Is that where that came from? Is that the why you brought that up?
No, but it is perfect timing.
So bad.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3D for the new 3DS comes out on April 10th. I heard a lot of people really like that game on the Wii. It was a really big JRPG that was very popular, and it sold very well on the original Wii. One of the main complaints is that the game is too big. Like, it doesn't feel like a mobile experience where you can take it to go. It feels like you have to sit down and play for hours. But it's on there if you never played the Wii version, which I heard was really hard to get anyways, because GameStop was the only person that would. It was the only company that was selling the game, and they would jack up the price by a lot.
Those jerks, and it was used.
Grand Theft Auto 5 has finally been released on the PC, and PC players can enjoy that, which is probably the best version because you'll be able to mod it, and people will add all these fun features to it through the modding community. So it's probably the best version of Grand Theft Auto 5 because of that. Mortal Kombat X comes out on current gen consoles and the PC. Our friend Christian Serrano, also known as Atomic Saberwolf now. He has bought this game and he has told me it is a very fun game. Everything I loved about Mortal Kombat 9 is in this game and more. Awesome story, awesome unlockables, tons of content. Honestly, I think Mortal Kombat does the best, the best bang for your buck when it comes to a fighting game. Because even with Street Fighter, they do add some modes, but a lot of them are not really that fun. Like, it's just pretty much arcade and versus and online play. That's pretty much all you got. But Mortal Kombat, you have towers, you have crazy challenges, you have the story mode, which is a really, really good story mode. You have the conquest mode, then you can create your own character and do all these other things. I always thought Mortal Kombat had the best value when it came to fighting games. They offered you a lot of things you could do.
Oh, too bad I don't really play them.
Don't say you don't play fighting games. You play a lot of fighting games.
Too bad I don't play fighting games.
Oh my god. Another game that came out that I really recommend is a small indie game made by 2 people, I think. I heard in a podcast. Titan Souls. Titan Souls is a very it's a rogue-like game where you play as pretty much kind of think of a game similar to A Link to the Past mixed with Shadow of the Colossus, where the main focus of the game is to beat down all these giant enemies that can pretty much one hit kill you, and your only weapon against them is a single arrow, a single bow and arrow, and when you shoot your arrow, you have to go retrieve it.
What?
Yes. So you and obviously monsters don't die in one hit. You have to do multiple times to hit them in their weak spot, and then you overcome it. Very similar to Dark Souls, very similar to Bloodborne, I guess. Like it's that type of mechanic of a really hard boss fights where you feel underpowered, but when you beat them, you feel accomplishment.
Yeah, I can hear. I would if you've only got one arrow. Jesus Christ.
You either pick it up or summon it back to you.
Oh, then that's a lot easier.
But I think the summoning back to you has a timer on it, so you might have to be dodging a lot. But it's a small little game. It looks like a Link's Awakening, but with those crazy boss fights and mechanics.
Okay. I was suddenly distracted just for a quick second. But yeah, that sounds like a crazy little game. How much is it? Is it free?
No, it's I think it's like $10, $5. I'm not really sure how much indie games cost on the PS4
Sounds like
because they all vary in price.
sounds like it's free. All right, free it is.
Shovel Knight has finally come out to the PS4, PS Vita, and the PS3. I highly recommend this game. It's really fun. If you like old school Mega Man, DuckTales, all those old school Super Mario, like 8-bit jumping puzzles, all these crazy things that you could do. There's a really good nostalgic game, but it also has awesome boss fights, it has awesome traversal platforming, has a killer good music, and uses way more colors than what 8-bit games could use.
So it's 16-bit.
32-bit. Nice.
What? No, yeah, I could. So it's like
It's
bit trip.
kind of, but it's kind of like Guacamelee, where it's a homage to an older genre of games, but they take all the good stuff and then improve on it. So it's another indie game. I think it costs like $5-10. I'm really not sure how much it costs,
Jeez,
but
these indie
I
games.
highly recommend.
These indie games are sure coming out a lot to this month, huh?
And what most people are saying is that most of these indie games are a lot better than a lot of the AAA games that have been coming out lately. Which I kind of agree sometimes. Some of those indie games, depending on what your flavor is or what kind of game you really aspire to, they are really good. I've been playing SteamWorld Dig here on and off. I've been playing the Rebirth of Isaac, what's it called, Rogue Legacy. A lot of these games, a lot of these indie games are really fun, and you do get a lot of value out of
Screw
them.
Rogue Legacy. That game is
You don't
so
like it?
hard. It's so hard.
But once you level up and get better equipment, you go farther and farther every time.
Oh yeah, but it's so hard in the beginning, isn't it?
It's super hard in the beginning, but it's similar to Bloodborne. Once you get that
I
first
can never get
hurdle,
enough to get the money to buy equipment. I always have to give it
I
back
don't know.
to.
I managed to do it eventually, and then,
Oh
then you
yeah,
keep buying more and
eventually,
more.
but I've only played it for like what 30, 40 minutes, and I still can't do it. I got
I don't-
I got the 3 vendors.
Right. I don't know. I
But
like it. It's a very
it's
engrossing.
hard. It's hard.
Then you might like something like Shovel Knight, where it doesn't require you to die, it doesn't require you to repeat things. It's more like a platformer where you go through a level, find treasures, beat bosses, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not saying that I don't like it. I just hate it.
Give Shovel Knight a chance, because that was considered a Game of the Year nominee last year when it came out on the Wii U.
Okay, I'll take a look.
And for the PS4 and PS3 version, they added an extra boss, and you can fight Kratos.
Get out of here.
Get out of town.
Get out of here with that.
It's not on the Xbox One yet, but I'm assuming once it does come to the Xbox One, it might have like a little, something extra for it too.
It won't be Kratos.
Who would it be? Master Chief? Nah.
Yeah, right.
I don't know who it would be on the Xbox, but
it would be Rayman.
maybe one of the Killer Instinct characters.
Maybe. Nah.
You can see them as bosses. They have like crazy abilities.
Yeah, but this is I don't know. They gotta put someone. I don't know.
Yeah, you could have not Cinder. What's it called? The ice one? Glacius?
Yeah.
You can have them like falling ice all over the stage.
All
Similar
right.
to Ice Mega Man boss.
All right, developer. Why don't you just install that into the game right now?
I will get back to you once I have installed it. But I really recommend you buy my recommendations for this one for sure would be Mortal Kombat X, Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, Rogue Legacy, not Rogue Legacy, I'm saying Shovel Knight, and Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PC. Those are my recommendations for April. Speaking of recommendations for April, let's talk about the best-selling games in March with this next thing.
All right.
2078, SWAT team, move in. 480 in progress, high-speed pursuit. Need backup, taking heavy fire.
All right. So the top-selling games of March 2015. What are they, Kevin?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
All right, I will tell you. Actually,
I want to know. I want to know.
I'll let you know. All right. Let me tell you.
March is a big month.
March was a big
in the
month.
video game industry.
I had stop it. All right, everything tends to always slow down during summer. And when it gets to summer, it starts ramping up again. I mean, spring. That's what I meant to say. But then, right now it's March. The top-selling game, Battlefield Hardline. That's not the right game, or
Yes, it
even
is.
soundbite, or even anything.
Alright, it's that game where you're playing cops and robbers, but I've never seen a cops and robbers scenario that's ever happened like in that game. Not at least not in real life.
But it sure looks hella fun.
Yep.
Did you buy it? Or play
No,
it?
I'm not really into military shooters anymore. But our friend Carlos, also known as Dev King, I think, right?
Dead.
On Xbox One.
Dead.
He bought it. And
Dead.
he's been streaming that.
He has?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah. So he's been playing it. I haven't played it either, but it's good for them. Good for EA having a #1 game for the month.
And this time it wasn't a colossal failure like Battlefield 4.
Or was it?
No.
They had problems with their online service.
A little bit, but it wasn't like months of problems.
Yeah, I guess.
Like Battlefield 4 was.
All right. Well, we all tried to play Battlefield 4, and it had its bugs, but we played it once.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, that one time when we played it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah.
Just a tip.
Yeah, just a tip. All right. Number 2, Bloodborne for the PS4.
I am so torn on this game because I really want to get it, but I don't know if it's too hard. But people recommend you should get it if you like Monster Hunter, because Monster Hunter kind of teaches you the fundamentals of it. But I don't know, because then it's hard. I don't know. I don't know if I want to. It looks good. I would actually play this. Dark Souls didn't really catch my eye for, I guess, the aesthetic of it, like in a medieval fantasy. But the whole Victorian Lovecraftian monster setting.
I thought you were going to say love Hina.
No, I'm saying because I don't know, some guy called Lovecraft. He used to write a lot of
yeah. I thought you
like he's the one that made the monster Cthulhu. He fictionalized that monster. Anyways, I'm just saying, like, this looks like a game that's really up my alley, but I don't know if it's gonna be too hard. Most people say that it's super brutal in the beginning, but once you pass that hump, you kind of get addicted to the game.
My hump, my lovely
Stop it! File it!
Oh, Fergie, get out of here! Gosh, man, what's wrong with you? All right, number 3. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Number 3, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Keep maintaining that strong lead. Well, not really a lead, but it's still on there.
It's still in the top 10. I mean, damn. This game's been out for months.
Yep.
Still up there. I don't think it's coming off anytime soon either. And so that's pretty much it. You know about Grand Theft Auto 5, and it's still there.
Yeah.
All right. Number 4, Mario Party 10.
I'm surprised it's actually made the list, honestly.
Yeah, I wanted to say.
I guess people really like Mario Party.
I
never really liked it that much, only in the beginning.
I really wanted this game to be good so I could play it with my friends. But then they still have the same system where everybody's sharing that cart. And then you
and also the
and for the
the
fact
Amiibo integration now.
yeah, that's garbage. And for the fact that you can go in the whole board game without having a single mini game played, is just horrible.
I heard there's a Bowser mode where you play as Bowser or something.
Yeah, here's an extra mode. You can play as Bowser, 1 against 5, 1 against 4. Jesus Christ!
Just like Evolve.
Just like Evolve, and
Hey, it's
Bowser,
Nintendo's version of Evolve.
yeah, and it's more successful than Evolve. Oh,
Oh, snap.
that hurts. That hurts because Evolve is not on this list. That's so bad. Alrighty then.
It topped last month.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, not last month. I mean, it topped in February.
When it released, which
Yeah.
that is last month. March.
This is March's list.
Shut up. That's what I'm saying. Last month's list of February. Okay, number 5, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Which one?
Advanced Warfare.
Oh, the new one that came out.
Yeah, it's Call of Duty always stays on there for a long time.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, okay, who keeps buying Call of Duty every month? Like, are there people wait 7 months to get it?
I know. This little kid, he gets the disc. He's got rich parents, see, and they buy it for him. And he scratches the disc because he gets mad at people calling him a squeaker on the internets. And he gets mad. He throws the disc on the floor and he goes, "Ma, I needs to buy me a new game." And that and that happens 100,000 times to 100,000 people. And that's why
But I'm saying, like, I would think everyone would get this game the first month it comes out.
I don't know. Maybe this.
But it sells every month.
Yeah. Well, that explains Grand Theft Auto too, though. So you know.
I know what I'm saying. Like, so people didn't get it in the beginning, and then they'll have money to wait later. I guess I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe that, or maybe they have the old game and they're still playing it and they're still clinging on to it.
Right.
Yeah, so they're all being pushed over slowly.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I can't explain it. I don't play Call of Duty since 2. The original from World War II. Okay, number 6 is MLB 15, the show.
which I understand.
Number 7.
the baseball season is starting soon.
Yeah, it already
think it started, yeah.
It started already, yeah.
Yeah, it already started.
Yeah.
God, I hate baseball. I mean, it's fun to go to, but you gotta bring your 3DS or something, because most of the time you're bored as.
No, they're not, because when I went there last time to an Angels game, they have a lot of like little small shows now in the middle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they do that like a lot now. So I think
When are we gonna go?
I don't know. But I'm just saying.
Well,
They-
let me know if you ever go, so we can go to. I wouldn't mind going to a Dodger or Angel game. I don't care.
Okay, so yeah, I'll let you know. I'll keep that in mind. Number 7.
That'll be fun. Hey, babe, you want to go to an Angels game? Yeah, she does. All right, let's go.
All right, let's go. Man, number 7. Minecraft. That's there.
Mhm. That's another thing. Who hasn't bought Minecraft?
I know.
Who hasn't bought it?
$15
Kids
game.
barely turning of age. I don't know. Every
Oh.
month, you know.
Just having a creative spurt in their mind. I don't know. But it's saying all the consoles, so maybe they just have it on one, and now my friend has it on the other, and I want to play with my friend, so I guess I have to buy it on the other one.
True.
I can see that happening. That's terrible. That's a terrible reason why to buy that game again. Just because you want to play with someone. All right. Oh my god.
I feel like Minecraft is this generation's Pokemon. That's the game that a lot of kids play, and a lot of kids know about it.
Number 8. Number 8.
Ocho is 8 in Spanish.
I already said it. And NBA 2K15. Don't say, "Oh, I know this because the playoffs are happening with the alerts there."
I don't even know what's happening in baseball.
yeah,
I mean, basketball.
Oh God, you sure showed off your colors right now. No, yeah, they're in the playoffs right now, and
Okay.
and the
Who's
Clippers
who's,
are there. Clippers are in
what?
it. Clippers are in it.
really? I thought they were doing bad in the beginning.
Oh, they did great, and they're in the playoffs. And Lakers,
Okay.
Lakers are the one that did terrible.
Oh, they're not in the playoffs.
Nope, they're not even close.
Really? They're not in the. They didn't even qualify?
Nope, they're
Wow,
out
that's
of
good.
the-
I didn't expect that.
No, come on, Lakers been doing bad for a while.
I
Anyway,
really don't keep up with it.
Yeah, you don't. You probably still think Shaq's in the team.
Wait, he's not?
Stop it. Number 9. Borderlands. the Handsome Collection.
Yay! Me and my girlfriend, we're currently playing through that right now.
Made me transfer your characters because I have your Xbox and your memory card.
If you want a game that gives you hundreds of hours of entertainment, that's the one. It comes with
Yeah.
all the DLCs.
Oh shoot! Really?
Yeah, and Borderlands DLCs are known to be good because they make them huge. They don't make like little things like, oh, here's 5 extra missions. No, they make huge. They pretty much make extra campaigns to the main story campaign, pretty much.
Here's an extra side mission. That would be $30. But I paid $40 for the whole game. $30.
So Borderlands is like, give us $10 and we'll give you 60 more hours of content. You're like, you know what? I don't even need to yell. I don't even need to yell at you to take my money. I'm already putting my money in your pocket.
You know, screw that. I'm too lazy to even look for your pocket. I'll just shove it down your throat. There you go. Number 10.
Just like Jesse's dates.
Oh, that can go in so many ways. Anyway, number 10. Final Fantasy Type 0 HD.
And now we know why everyone bought this game. And it's not because of Type 0 HD.
Yeah, it is. It's the best game for.
It's because of that Final Fantasy 15 demo.
No, it's it's a Type 0. It was on the PSP. You can enjoy it now on wonderful graphics and high. Okay, yeah, it's 15's demo.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
same situation as what happened with the first Zone of Enders that came packaged with the Metal Gear Solid 2 demo.
Well,
Which they when Zone of Enders 2 came out, it didn't sell a lot, and they thought it would because the first one had sold a lot, but it wasn't true. It sold a lot because of the Metal Gear Solid 2 demo that people wanted to play.
but you still enjoyed it.
Oh, I love Zone of Enders. There is no complaint for me about that. I'm just saying it didn't sell as well as they had hoped because they thought that the first sales indicated something, but it was false sales. You know, in my opinion.
It's not an opinion. It happened.
True.
All
But
right.
I'm saying if you were to separate the Final Fantasy Type 0 from the 15 demo, if you could buy them separately, I'm pretty sure 15 would have charted instead of Type O.
Yeah, just the demo. Buy it now.
Hey,
$5.
some people will pay for demos.
It's true. That's terrible. Dumb. Wait for the game. That's the top 10 of the games that released on March 2015.
All right, Jesse. Would this top selling games of March 2015? Do you want any of these games on this list? Would you play any of these games?
I consider Type 0, Grand Theft Auto 5. No, just
You have
kidding.
Grand Theft Auto. You
I
can't
know.
consider that.
Can't double down on that. I still don't know about Mario Party 10. Maybe.
Well, for me, what I'm seeing on this list would be
Minecraft, yes.
I already have
Minecraft.
Borderlands, Type 0 like you, and Bloodborne. Those are the only two games I would see. Is Type 0 and Bloodborne would be the only games I would want to consider picking up right now.
Maybe Battlefield Hardline, just to play with some people that are playing online right now. But that's pretty much it.
I heard the story's really funny because
Funny.
you can shoot civilians and as a cop, and the game doesn't do anything about it. They don't even mention it or anything.
You just
Nobody reacts to it.
See me, you get no stars. You get
No.
no punishment.
They just pretend like nothing's happening.
You're just shooting them. What's up?
Yeah.
How's it going, so law-abiding citizen? Bam!
Right in the face.
Now you're a dead law-abiding citizen. Bobby?
Bobby? All right, well,
Narrow
what games are you getting? Let us know. Leave a comment on our YouTube channel, or you can contact us at midcoregamecast@gmail.com or at Twitter, Midcore Gamecast, or you can contact me personally at Superior2099.
Or you could just stay anonymous and do nothing.
No, we
listen.
want feedback. We want you to give us feedback. All right. Don't listen to Jesse. He's just in it for himself.
What? Doesn't even make sense. Anyway.
All right, let's talk about some news that's been happening this first half of April. Daredevil came out, and we will talk about that next
On Netflix.
on Netflix.
What?
Speaking of devils, did you know Devil May Cry? I can't even segue. It's too hard.
Yeah, you can't. Devil May Cry.
All right, Jesse. I've been watching a little show,
Little?
called Daredevil on Netflix. It is out now in April, and I've been watching the first 5 episodes of it, and I think it's really good.
But since it's on Netflix, all the episodes are available, right?
Yes, all 13 episodes are available, and they have confirmed that there will be a season 2 once they're done with their Defender series.
All right. I've been waiting to watch it too, but so far behind a whole bunch of things. So we'll see when I watch it.
What I like about the Daredevil series that
I was gonna ask you that. Yeah. What do you like?
that Netflix is in charge of it, so it feels more like a better production than, let's say, Marvel's Agents of Shield on ABC. I don't know, I feel like Marvel's Agents of Shield, since it's on that network, it feels too kiddish,
Really? Who's in charge of it there? ABC?
ABC.
So Marvel was never in charge of their own TV shows?
Yeah, they are in charge, but since it's on a network, they obviously can't do certain things. Because on Netflix, it's really graphical.
I'm gonna forge you up.
You can't even say that.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
Fudge?
Yeah, you can't say fudge because they know what you're trying to mean.
Then F? I don't know, dude. I don't make TV shows.
Anyways, what I like about Daredevil is that they're really concentrating on only one side of the story. It's not Daredevil trying to protect all of New York. No, he's only trying to protect the area called Hell's Kitchen, which is a certain part of New York that's famous for giving out free food for the homeless, stuff like that. So it's pretty much almost like Skid Row, but better, and it's a certain part of New York, and that's where Daredevil's based at. That's his turf. That's his only objective in life is to protect that area and to make that area a lot nicer. He doesn't give a care. He doesn't give a crap about the rest of New York. And the way that they integrated the ways and the events of the Avengers into the story is really ingenious in a way.
So when does Gordon Ramsay take
Oh,
cameo? He said Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen. Well, Gordon Ramsay stole it from them. How about that?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I want to try that restaurant.
Anyways, I really recommend it. It's a really good show. The actors that play all the characters are very top notch. That's what I like about Netflix, that they managed to get actors that really portray what the characters are supposed to represent. The person who plays Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin, oh my god, that guy's so good. It's unbelievable. It's almost very similar to a Kevin Spacey performance from House of Cards,
Really?
but in its own way. No, it's not like that. But I'm saying like the caliber of the character.
So it's just real good.
It's a really good character.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
And Charlie Cox, the one that plays Daredevil, he makes Ben Affleck's Daredevil look like shit. But granted, that's not that hard,
Oh yeah. I've never actually seen that movie.
Oh, you never seen it?
The first Daredevil? No.
Oh my god!
All I seen is that little the little guy. I don't know, the guy that goes, "Who's we don't know who's been here," and it's like, Daredevil, can't you tell? And he turns on his lighter and he drops it, and it has the DD on the floor burning because Daredevil dropped oil in a certain way. So I don't know what the hell. He's like, that's my insignia. Don't wear it out.
You should watch the honest trailers for that of the original Daredevil movie.
Oh,
because it's funny. It's really funny.
Oh, wow, okay, I'll watch it then. Yeah, all I saw was the trailer.
But yeah, what's great about Daredevil is that the story is very ground to earth. It's not dealing with any mystical, crazy stuff. Everything's very surreal, very grounded. And Daredevil as a character is really interesting because he doesn't start off as Daredevil. He's kind of like, you could say it's almost like Batman Begins, but a lot cooler.
Well, yeah, because Batman Begins ends up getting kind of comical, wasn't it?
Not comical. I just felt it was kind of slow. I felt the pacing of the time between you saw Bruce Wayne struggling to the time that he becomes Batman. I thought that part was slow, but since you have like 2 to 3 episodes for Daredevil to kind of establish himself in his canon of the MCU, he's able to kind of like he's already a lawyer. Where you start off is that he comes back to Hell's Kitchen and he starts his practice firm. Like he opens up a practice.
Does he lose his eyesight the same way?
Yeah, he still loses his eyesight in some way, chemical vats, and you also get to dig deeper into the character, why he's Catholic, why he's a fighter. You know, a lot of these things weren't really explained in the movie. They just said, "Oh, here, chemical spill. All right, future Daredevil. Yeah." And like that's all.
He likes
You
to write
actually
his
learn behind the
name.
reasons why he does the thing he does, and I think that's what makes him such a more powerful character in the
Well,
Netflix
I
show.
think because the movie is only like an hour and 40, and this show is like altogether like 5-6 hours.
It's 13 hours.
Oh, every episode an hour long.
Yes.
Oh, then there you go. I have
No, I'm
time to
saying
explain.
I think that's what they need to start doing for certain characters is to establish, you know, a good grounded background. But even then, Daredevil, like Thor, Captain America, and the first Iron Man, they all established their origin stories really well. You know, like those first movies are pretty much just origin stories, and then usually the second and third movies are way better.
Mm. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, because the first movies were just like it was like very slow pacing, but it's just because they're explaining everything.
Yeah, they're not trying to hurry along through it. They're actually showing you everything. Like with Captain America, they showed you Steve Rogers trying to apply. They showed you him failing, him training, doing all that stuff.
Him being a patriotic icon.
Yeah.
uh oh yeah, and the reason why I said it was comical for Batman Begins because bats, they're funny when they scare a little kid and make them traumatized.
He never does that again.
Yeah, he never does. No, I'm just kidding because I thought you were talking about Batman Returns for some reason with I didn't what's it called with who's the guy that played Batman during that time?
Val Kilmer.
Was it? Damn it, I don't know. Anyway, the point is, I thought I wasn't thinking about the Christian
Michael
Nolan,
Keaton.
probably. I don't know. Anyway, the point is, I wasn't thinking about the Christian Nolan Batman. I was thinking about
Okay.
another one. I thought I was talking about one
Okay.
in the past. That's why I thought
Well,
it was funny.
even those stories too, they would skip pretty much his origins and just go straight into it.
Yeah, I'll use my Batman credit card.
But I'm saying like the reason you would watch Daredevil was because the origin story that they explained to him isn't spoon fed to you since the beginning. It's sprinkled throughout the series.
Oh, but I want it. I want to eat it now.
No, don't eat it.
I want
Bad
it.
for-
No. If it's bad for
But
me,
speaking of Marvel movies, we got a new Star Wars trailer, and we will record Jesse's reactions live right after the segment.
that was a terrible, terrible, whatever.
And speaking of Daredevil and the Marvel Cinematic Universe, guess what's coming out? A new trailer for the Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens.
Yeah, because they're both owned by Disney.
Yes, they are. It's a conglomerate of ultimate money. Anyways, we're gonna We're gonna record Jesse's reactions to this trailer. We're gonna watch it live. If you want to follow us, I'm gonna do a little small counter. Please go to the YouTube video. Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens official teaser trailer number 2. And we will start it right now and see what Jesse's reactions are. I already saw it. I'm gonna discuss with Jesse what he saw in the trailer and what he was excited or not excited about, whether he's into Star Wars or not. So let's get this started. Jesse, are you at the YouTube channel?
Yes, I am.
Are you ready to press start?
I am ready to press start.
Okay, 3. If you guys want to follow along, 3, 2, 1, play.
I did it. I pressed play.
All right, Jesse. What do you see?
Company, the feature. I see Lucasfilms. Is it still him?
It's a company.
Well, yeah. I guess he sold the company. Is that a pod racer? Oh my god, a Death Star. I mean, just kidding. What?
My father has it. I have it. My sister has it. You have that power too.
Silly stormtrooper.
We're home.
Oh my god. He is so odd.
All right, boss. All right, what do you think of the trailer?
Oh my god, he's so old. So it's about Anakin's son, or most likely daughter. I don't know. It's talking about someone in the other than Princess Leia and Anakin. I mean, not Anakin. What am I doing? Luke. Luke Skywalker.
Luke, use the
Luke.
Force, Luke.
Yeah, Luke. No, so yeah, it's Luke's son, probably. No.
Nobody knows. The speculation is one of those kids, either the black one or the girl. One of them becomes a Jedi,
Oh.
or both. Well, for all we know, we don't even know. But everyone's assuming that the girl is Leia's and Han Solo's daughter.
I guess that would work too because Leia has the powers, the Force. Oh, Han Solo, you're old.
Chewbacca didn't age a bit though.
No, he didn't. He looks just as young as he's ever been. What do you mean? The rest of your family wears clothes? You've been naked all this time? I love you.
You gotta watch those again. Anyways, but yeah, are you excited for it? Are you gonna go watch it this Christmas?
Yeah. Why not? It's good Christmas. Good Christmas.
Because you didn't watch the
movie.
Hobbits.
Well, it's because
You're not really into the medieval fantasy, right?
nah, well, I kind of am, but I kind of missed the opportunity to watch it with anyone that I would like it as well. So, I
But for
couldn't-
sure, we gotta watch this one at least, right?
I couldn't watch The Hobbit with you because you were already watching it at a time when I was working, so I couldn't go with you.
True.
Basically,
I was to tell you, did you see that the Chrome Stormtrooper?
When
Go back to the video.
I am on the video.
I'll tell you right now. Hold on. 120.
Oh, I didn't even notice he was Chrome.
He's cool. A lot of people are equating this guy. He might be like the new Boba Fett, pretty much of the trilogy. He's like a cool badass bounty hunter.
Yeah.
But they don't know if he's like, is he a bounty hunter or is he like made an elite in the army?
Oh yeah, he's the one that's chasing down the aluminum Falcon. Yeah, that it, right? I f***ed it up.
People are gonna send you so much hate mail. No.
I know. I keep confusing it to myself.
But what do you think of this trailer and compared to the George Lucas one? Remember, this is not being made by George Lucas. This is J.J. Abrams doing it. Do you think J.J.? I feel like he's doing a better job than George Lucas did.
Yeah, I do feel it too.
He's kind of killing it, and these trailers make the movie look really good.
Hopefully it is, and they'll blow up in the box office because Disney's just shoving money into it, and they know if they do it right, they're gonna get so much money.
Well, even if they do it wrong, they still get so much money. Because look at episodes 1, 2, and 3, considered the worst ones, and it still made a buttload of money.
Especially 2. I'm so glad I didn't watch that in theaters.
Oh, I haven't seen 2 yet.
How you not seen Clone Wars?
I haven't seen it. I still haven't seen it.
Oh, don't go ahead, don't do it.
I know. All right, go to 1-1. Go to 111,
111.
and you'll see Kylo Ren, our first Sith.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Is he
With the cross guard lightsaber.
Oh, he's the one with the cross guard lightsaber.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But he's wearing like a full metal mask. I kind of like that because then you don't know what he really looks like.
Until they chop it off.
Oh snap!
And he'd be like, "Oh no, I'm that guy you were talking to earlier about making progress in society." But really, I was trying to hinder it and destroy everything.
Go to 48.
48. R2D2?
You think that's Luke Skywalker?
Whatever you said, you unplugged your mic for a second and it didn't come through. So that's a great. There you go. Go ahead and talk.
You think that's Luke Skywalker?
Maybe it could be because he's like, I love you, R2D2. I love you so much. You got me through so much. Because look, he's got a steel arm, right?
Yeah, he lost his right hand to Darth Vader.
Yeah, so
when he cut it off in Empire Strikes Back.
yeah, and that is the right hand. So
Yep.
it's gotta be him.
Gotta be him.
Gotta be. Do we know the actor yet?
For what?
Luke.
No, it's good. He's in it for sure.
Yeah, but
The
it's
actor's in it for sure. It's in the movie. Yeah,
yeah, but you don't know who it is.
all of them are in the movie. Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher,
Oh, the
and
originals.
yeah, Mark Hamill. They're all in the movie.
Mark Hamill's here. What? That's cool. They all came. They all came back, Kevin. They all came back. I'm bringing it back.
Well, it sounds like you're optimistic about it.
I
And
am.
speaking of optimism, a lot of people are not optimistic about the House of Wolves news that released for Destiny. Check us on our next segment to hear about what's happening in House of Wolves.
You really gotta stop with these segues. They're tearing me
No.
apart.
People love segues.
No.
The Wrath of the Queen welcomes you, Guardian. You are cleared to dock at the Queen's Bay.
All right, now to round out the April news for what's happening in the video game industry, let's talk about Destiny House of Wolves expansion. They are adding a new expansion, obviously. The biggest controversy is that this one has no raid. So there won't be a raid for this one, and people are pretty much down on it because raids are the only good thing about Destiny.
So it's basically a single player experience?
But the problem was that the Dark Below the first expansion,
Uh-huh.
the story sucked and there was no good story missions. All that was terrible. And the raid was good.
Well, they better not screw this up.
That's what they're saying. That a lot of people are saying. They're saying that they have fixed it and that they're going to concentrate on story, but that we will have a 3-person arena where you can test your skills. So I'm thinking it's a horde mode type of thing.
Like in World of Warcraft or something like
No, a horde mode like Gears of War,
that? Oh.
Halo.
So
Horde mode,
like
endless waves of
like
enemies.
waves, yeah.
And we might be getting new armor, the new tiers of armors and upgrades and weapons through that. But so far that's the biggest news, that there is no raid, and a lot of people are up in arms about it.
Well, I would be too if I was playing that game, but I'm not. So I mean, I thought it was a cool game at first, but then people started like castrating it.
No. The thing is, Destiny's the game that you talk so much crap about, but people still play it because it's awesome. It's one of those games where we know it's bad. We know that there's so many flaws to it, but the gameplay is still good. Like, if people still play it, it still has millions of people playing every day.
Man, you guys,
It's so easy to it's so easy to point out its flaws though. Like, people love hating this game.
man, you guys are bipolar.
Yeah, exactly. Like, people love hating this game, but at the end, those same people are playing.
You guys are so hypocritical.
Anyway, but yeah, honestly, this is the only game I've ever played where that's happened. Where you love it, but you hate it.
I love it. I hate it.
Hate
I
you.
love it. I hate you.
PS4 update. They updated the PS4 software, the firmware update. Now you can have suspend mode on your PS4. So you stop playing a game, come back to it, it'll still be loaded.
So they finally caught up with Xbox One.
Yeah.
Guess
And then they also added another feature. They added colorblind modes for people who are colorblind. And you can also, at the system level, change buttons. So if you want your X to be O and you want your O to be X, you can do it now.
now you can screw over your friend that never played your PS4, and you change the schematics. And here you go, play this game.
Put X to R1,
Yeah.
put the triggers to the thumbsticks.
Yeah, and then you're like, what's going on?
All right, Kingdom Hearts 3. We have a new update. Tetsu Nomura has said it is coming along smoothly. All right.
That's
Now there's a new Star Ocean game.
no, you
experience
got to go back. I hope he's like, I hope he's actually doing this. I want to see another trailer soon enough because that's.
Well, they said they're almost like 80% done with Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, God.
So once that's done, then they're gonna go into full production for KH3.
Okay.
But they did a recent interview this month, and he said that's coming along very smoothly. Now a lot of people are speculating whether or not we're gonna have Marvel worlds, or we're gonna have Frozen worlds. All these new Disney IPs.
I don't know about Marvel because they're taking away all the Marvel.
Star
games.
Wars more worlds.
But-
We had Tron. Tron isn't too far away from Star Wars.
No, because Marvel was Marvel, and then they took away all those games like Capcom versus Marvel versus Capcom and Marvel. All those Marvel games that were available to buy, they're gone.
Well, I don't think they would have a problem with the Star Wars one
Probably not.
because they completely own it.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so that's the update for that. Square Enix had teased a website with a countdown, and when the countdown had finished, they released a new Star Ocean trailer. But the trailer is just a mashup of all the other Star Ocean games, so there's no actual like new footage. It's just an announcement saying that we are a new Star Ocean games coming out this year.
Would you buy it?
I'm gonna give it a shot. I really like the Star Ocean franchise.
It's a game in a game playing a game. Kevin. Inception before Inception was popular.
True, but the other Star Ocean that came out on the 360 wasn't like that though.
Yeah, I know. It was only that PS2 one that you love so much that you
Yes.
finished. Oh wait, no, you didn't.
Hey, it's still fun though.
When you got to that point, you were like, "I want to play more. It's ridiculous."
All right, Bloodborne sells over 1 million copies.
Well, are you gonna buy it now? Or are you still?
I bought StarCraft.
Oh well, that's too bad. You...
It's like Bloodborne. It's hard.
Nah, they're on two monsters.
Halo 5 trailer finally came out this month.
Yeah, I heard about
And
it.
Master Chief shooting up Agent Locke or something. I don't know what's going on. But it looks like Master Chief is a bad guy or he's not. Who knows that?
He guys with his own priorities, and he has to accomplish his mission.
Yeah. Well, are you excited for Halo 5? That's coming out this year.
Yeah, that sounds like a good game to play with everybody once again. Because if anything, if all else fails, any game that you don't play with somebody and somebody's missing in the whole group that we have,
I'm surprised that you play this game though. This is one of the few games you actually get that everyone else gets.
you see the freaking collection of Mega Blocks I have. I think
You're a Halo fanboy.
I think it goes without saying.
Wait, did you buy the Master Chief collection?
No, too many.
Then you're not a Halo fanboy.
No, because I have the originals.
No.
Yeah.
No, you have the power.
I have the power. All right, let's go.
It's not the same though. Like
Yeah, I know you can do
60
things.
frames per second.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy.
And then you can update the graphics and go down to graphics. Yeah, I know. Stop dying on me. Don't.
And my voice is dry. I don't know why.
All right, Amiibo stuff.
The Amiibo situation. Okay, wait for the Amiibos went up for pre-order at GameStop on April 2nd, right after the Nintendo Direct. The website and the store's systems crashed the day that you try to pre-order these things. So people who went to the store waited 3 hours. A lot of them didn't get their pre-orders in.
Damn.
People who were trying to pre-order them online, nobody got them. Nobody could pre-order them online. So the lucky few who got to pre-order was good. The whole point is that Nintendo stop f***ing this shit up. I swear to God.
You little jerk.
Disney Infinity has it fine. Skylanders has it fine. Come on, what is it about you and Amiibos that you can't get this shit right?
It's not them. It's Japan in general. They do this. They like not over. What happened? You unplugged it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, because it's Japan in general. They love making like a short amount of stuff, and then you have to struggle for them because it's not hard. It's not hard to make more of those things. It's not that they're low on plastic or something like that. Like I'm saying before.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is it that they're struggling so hard with? Is the manufacturing company? What's going on? Because okay, the problem with this is that you're making Amiibos, and each Amiibo has video game connectivity, right? They unlock something, they do something. Your game is worthless if you don't have the right ones.
Or yeah, because
like, look at Codename Steam, right? You can add the Fire Emblem characters to it. Nobody can get the Fire Emblem characters, so you'll never ever get to experience that part where you can put the Fire Emblem characters in your game. No one's gonna ever experience that because nobody can get them.
It's true, unless they do that POG thing, like you were saying before.
Yeah, that's the only saving grace. I hope that they release the cards, all 54 Smash Bros. Amiibo, so you can use them in those games. Come on.
Yeah.
Give us an alternative if you guys can't keep up with Amiibos.
It's not even that. Now that the people know that they can't keep up Amiibos, that in their mind they can assume that they won't be able to keep up, or supposedly, and
so
now,
you jack up the price on eBay.
Yeah, and they jack them up, and they just buy them not for the sake of using them, but just for resale. And that's
they have said they're gonna make more Mars. I don't know what's gonna happen. I hope they make enough Mars where people can actually get.
Well,
them.
yeah, because
this is ridiculous.
They said they're gonna make more Fire Emblem in general because of the 2 games that are coming out.
Yeah, but that one doesn't come out for us until next year, so we'll see what happens. But um, my heart goes out to you because I've been trying to find them too, and I can't get any. So if you find them, you're lucky. If you can't, I guess just wait. Maybe Nintendo get their shit together one day. Who knows?
Maybe.
Maybe.
All right. Next.
All right, let's talk about this Apple Watch.
Apple Watch out of the blue. No segue needed.
Jesse, what's an Apple Watch?
Well, Apple Watch is an electronic device connected to your
What?
connective to your arm, and it has connectivity with your iPhone or iPad, most likely just iPhone, because that's how you're able to travel easily. And
I
so
forgot to mention real quick. They're making Splatoon amiibos. Okay, keep going.
yeah, I saw them too. You can pre-order all of them together or one at a time. Okay. Anyway, the watch seems to be like they're pushing a very luxurious look to it, because the watches is not a new thing, because the Pebble for the Apple iPhone has been out for a while. It basically almost does the same thing, but without the apps. But it's essentially the same thing.
Right.
But this one is actually like a small screen, like an Apple screen with its own kind of UI, and it's the same. It's Samsung has one, and also Android just came out with one too. The Android one looks pretty bulky. Samsung looks kind of sexy too, but Apple's being like ridiculous and saying, "Here's a freaking 16-karat gold watch. You're not wearing this when you're riding the bus, so you're gonna get jacked like nobody's business."
Nobody has business in that jacking
Yeah,
phase.
you cannot. In other words, you can't really wear most of the watches they're selling, because this is gonna be high demand if people buy them like that, and then they know it's gonna cost a lot of money. So you can't really wear this watch in the shady areas.
One sec, let me ask you a question. Do you think the Splatoon amiibos will be common?
I like how we're jumping back and forth from topics.
Because the game comes out in May. I'm pretty sure they'll make a lot of them to promote it, right?
We'll see, because I mean, they might think this game doesn't sell very well, and they're gonna do the same thing what they did with the other short sell or small amounts of amiibos that came out for the Smash Brothers.
Right.
Which one was it? Villager.
Yeah, Villager and the Marth.
Yeah,
And the Wii Fit Trainer.
There you go. Wii Fit Trainer. They thought they weren't gonna sell well, and this is a new franchise that just came out.
Yeah, I think they're making enough because they want to push this franchise. This is one of their newest IP. This has been their newest IP since
and they pushed
Stickman.
Yeah, then they pushed it like twice. Like they've been on the 10 of the Rex. They've been like updating you, and they get huge segments for it. So yeah, I guess they will make enough. Hope.
Are you gonna get this game, the Splatoon game? Because me and Brenna, we for sure want to play it.
All right, I want to see what kind of multiplayer it is. Well, it's only multiplayer, right? There's no first person.
There is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like little mini stories, but it's pretty much multiplayer.
All right, I'll give it. I'll see when it comes out, and I'll see.
Okay, now back to Apple Watch. Jesse, okay, but you can't use your Apple Watch without an iPhone, right?
Yeah, you cannot.
So what's the point of that then? What if you just wanted to get the watch? What functionality does it have?
Well, most of the watches that have that functionality need the other one to work, like the Samsung.
Oh, they do? So even the Android ones
the
too?
Samsung Gear needs the Samsung Galaxy, or the big one. I forgot the name of that one since I don't have Samsung's.
The Note?
Yeah, the Note 4, the recent one, or Note 5. I don't know where we're at. Anyway, yeah, you need those for connectivity. The only thing I like those more is that they have a small camera on it, on your watch, so you can take secret photos.
Oh really?
Yeah, like a James Bond guy.
Oh yeah.
But other than that,
that'd be hilarious.
Other than that, yeah, it's the same thing. Like it would transfer the photo straight to your phone. I don't think it has enough memory to really take a lot of pictures and store it into the watch itself. And the Android one, I haven't really heard anything much about it because I just saw the commercial. But it looks kind of bulky.
Are you looking to buy one? Is that what
I want it because it's nice looking, but I don't want to spend as much as I paid for a freaking iPhone. I don't. I mean, it's a nice watch.
But isn't your iPhone subsidized by your contract? Is there any way to subsidize that?
It is no longer subsidized because subsidization is a thing of the past. Have you bought a phone recently?
Nope.
They all have this thing called plans where you can buy phones in the next year instead of the 2-year contract. And instead of that, they make you put it into your bill and make you pay monthly payments.
Oh yeah, I do that with my phone.
Yeah, so it's not subsidized. It's just you have to pay the whole thing.
Well, you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay the full price up front though.
Yeah, but it's not subsidized though. Subsidized means they take some of the hit for themselves
Oh,
because
okay.
you're gonna.
Okay, well, can you do that with the Apple Watch? Like, can you have them
I
just?
highly
bill
doubt
you
it
a
because
monthly thing?
I think it's not even gonna be sold at AT&T and Verizon's and stuff like that. I think it's just
So just Apple stores.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be sold there. Maybe it'll be there as an accessory, but I doubt it will be like connected to a plan or something like that.
Mm.
So probably not. You're gonna have to buy
Well-
yourself a credit card with Apple.
Well, let's just say that it's a very expensive way to put a morpher on your watch and talk to Zordon.
Well, if that were the case,
You know someone's gonna make an app like
yeah,
that.
and if you know that's the case, then you would have already bought that already.
Oh snap!
No, but you can get the Android one. But the Android one looks kind of bulky. I don't know.
Right.
Looks really plasticky. But the Apple one looks like they really talk to freaking Rolex and say, "Hey, we know why we want to know why your watches are so expensive." And Rolex went, "Here, it's because we've jacked up the price." And then like Apple was like, "Okay, cool. We'll jack up the price too."
Oh well, I guess it's a no for both of us because I really don't see the point of it. You know, when we all have phones now.
It's true, but I think it's like cool. Like you want to see your text message at a glance.
I think if this would have come out before everyone had like phones, it would have been a thing. Maybe.
Maybe. I might buy it, but not the most expensive. Maybe something cheap.
Plus, you kind of want them to work out the kinks anyways.
That too.
You want like the second or third iteration.
Yeah, because they're probably gonna annualize this too. Well, at least the
Alright, well-
processors. The skin probably look the same.
I want to thank everyone for listening to us and keep listening to our other podcasts and new podcasts to come. You can reach me at Midcore Gamecast on Twitter, or you can reach me on our email, midcoregamecast@gmail.com. You can also reach me personally at Superior2099 on Twitter. Jesse, where can they reach you at?
The same 2 emails you said before. I mean, not the you would let me know. And Midcore Gamecast at emk.me. And that's pretty much it for now.
That's it for our April show. Tune in for May. Well, actually, May might be delayed because we're both going on vacation.
Yeah. Well, no, I might be able
There
to
might be
stick it
just
out.
one May episode then at the end.
Yeah, because I'm going on vacation. We'll let you know where we're going when it comes to that episode.
Yeah.
So till the next
Okay, well-
time.
We'll catch you guys next time. Let us know your feedback. Comment, subscribe if you like the show. Jesse's still working on trying to get these up, but apparently it's more complicated than what it is. But Jesse got it. We'll eventually get it up, even if we have to pay somebody.
Yeah, unfortunately. Anyway.
If you can help us, send us an email on how to get these podcasts on iTunes and Spotify or whatever it's called, the SoundCloud, whatever they're called.
you,
The Android versions, pretty much.
back in my day, things were just
Stitcher.
simple. Things were much simpler.
All right, well, that was it for the gaming news for April. Geek out!
Yeah.